How's it going, guys? This is Jason. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. And this is a very special episode of Magic the Gathering because this is my first ever video with the brand new gaming PC that I just put together the other day. And I'm super excited about it. From now on, my videos are going to have a lot better graphical fidelity. They're going to have a lot better performance. I'm probably going to be enjoying playing them a lot more because it's going to look great for me, and I hope it looks great for you guys as well. So, like I said, I'm super pumped to get into these games. A lot of the games that I probably couldn't have played with my gaming laptop before are now accessible. So we're going to be doing some new games, and the old games we're playing are also going to look way better. So big shout out to my friend Taylor for helping me through this process of building my first PC. Thank you so much, Taylor. It's awesome. So with that said, today we're going to be doing a standard event, and we're going to be using a Rakdos Knights deck. This one made by Neobots for a recent competition. We're going to be giving this one a try. And some of these staples of this deck, we've got Knight of the Ebon Legion, Spawn of Mayhem, and Rotting Regisaur. So we'll see how we do with some of these cards. I don't think we've had good use out of Spawn of Mayhem yet in any of my episodes. All right, how do we look for this first hand? We've got Bone Crusher and Order of Midnight for early cards, and then later on we've got Spawn of Mayhem and Rankle. We're going to need to make sure we draw another Swamp if we want to play these two, but for now I think we're okay with these early cards with 3 mana. So we'll keep this. Yeah, good thing is if we do Bone Crusher Giant to destroy whatever, then if we lose Bone Crusher as a blocker, or if he removes it, then we've got Order of Midnight to bring it on back. So let's do a Swamp, rather a Mountain. Yeah, so we'll do Bone Crusher Giant first. We'll probably destroy something with its removal, then play it as a creature, and then if it dies or something, we'll just bring it back. Another Order of Midnight, okay. Let's do this, and we're probably going to destroy his Stormfist Crusader. We do not want him drawing cards. We'll do that before his upkeep. Because it's looking like he's also using a Rakdos deck, and yeah, we don't want anyone having card advantage. I mean, this card gives both of us card advantage, but we want him to run out of steam faster than us. And we have cards that can enable us to get card advantage, like Order of Midnight. Okay, so Rotting Regisaur, we're probably going to want to play Bone Crusher to be a blocker for him. Potentially a blocker for Gutter Bones. Oh, I like that, because if we can do... Well, we're putting him out regardless. If he attacks with both and then doesn't play another creature, we could put out Rankle next turn and make him sacrifice Rotting Regisaur. But we're gonna have to see what happens. The good thing is Rotting Regisaur obviously keeps him at a card disadvantage as long as it's on the field, making him discard a card per turn. Yeah, he's attacking with both. Question is, do I think he's got another creature to play after combat? I feel like he probably does. Yeah, he could even just play Gutter Bones again after combat. He'll do damage to me, so he can return it to his hand and then play it again immediately. So I think we'll probably want to block Rotting Regisaur here. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Just prevent that damage. Oh my God, he's got Embercleave. Well, I mean, I'm kind of glad that we did that because we might not die now. I think we're going to be 1 health. But I'm not sure we're going to deal that Embercleave now. Damn it, if we had... No, even if we had 1 more mana, it wouldn't have mattered. I was going to say, if we could have shocked Gutter Bones and then played Rankle to make him sacrifice Rotting Regisaur, yeah, that's pretty much good game. Holy shit. I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm just double-checking, racking my brain. These guys can't even block if I play them as a creature. So, yeah. Pretty sure this is over. Yeah, that's over. Well, I think he did what my deck is supposed to do, which is getting Rotting Regisaur out there before the opponent can put up adequate defenses, and then Embercleave just sealed the deal. Let's try this again. Yeah, because our deck does have Embercleave as well, so I'm pretty sure that was what we were supposed to do there. Okay. I like Knight of the Ebon Legion first turn. That's good. Rotting Registrar turn 3. Spawn of Mayhem and Embercleave for later on. I like it. Oh my god. I'm not used to seeing shadows in this game because I'm always running this game at lowest settings, so it's weird to see a shadow under the opponent's hand. Okay, let's do Tournament Grounds. Then the Ebon Legion. We'll just start attacking with him right away if he can't get any defenses up. Next turn we'll probably do Blood Crypt tapped. Oh, interesting, you pay 2 life. What could that be for? Maybe an Opt or a Spectral Sailor? Yeah, there's no reason to have 2 mana available, so let's just put this out tapped. We'll attack. You could have an Unsummon as well, it's always possible. I'm thinking either Spectral Sailor or Opt. Okay, Opt. So still not quite sure of what I'm up against yet. Blue-green could be a flash deck, could be a ramp deck. If he doesn't play anything during his turn, that makes me think it's a flash deck. Yeah, probably a flash deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack with Knight of the Ebon Legion. And honestly, if he doesn't do anything, like if he just lets the damage go through, I might just buff Knight of the Ebon Legion, so I don't have to worry about getting countered, and I'll buff this dude. Just can do something in response. Unsummon. Oh, Brazen Borrower, okay. So it is looking like a flash deck, but we didn't lose any cards. And we probably don't want to play Rotting Registrar for a while because we... well, actually that's not true. Rotting Registrar would be a pretty good threat. That'd be tough to remove. He'd have to do a bounce on it, probably. Okay. So, I need to consider the possibility of ADA's counters, since he's a flash deck. Can I play multiple spells this turn? I really need 1 more land if I wanted to do Knight of the Ebon Legion, Rotting Registrar. Well, we're going to do Knight of the Ebon Legion because he already knows we have it. And then we'll have a shock in case he counters this and then plays another creature on his turn. Alright, he's letting it go through, so we'll pass turn. Yeah, it'd be nice if we can get some more land to pump out some of these other creatures. Spawn of Mayhem's nice because it does damage to him every turn, but it does damage to us as well. Growth Spiral, alright. Fabled Passage. Oh, I was wrong, okay. So it's a Temur deck. Potentially Temur Adventures, since we have Brazen Borrower. This is the deck we used last episode, I think, so... Yeah, it's looking like it might be Temur Adventures. He's got a pretty good mana ramp right now. We could use some more lands. So let's see, if it's Temur Adventures, I don't think he has counters. I think he has bounce with Brazen Borrower, and he probably has like Bonecrusher Giant to do 2 damage to stuff, but I don't think he has any counter spells. So he's probably waiting for me to buff again to do a Bonecrusher Giant if he has it, so I think we'll just let this go through. Alright, and then, oh, we can do Spawn of Mayhem for its Spectacle cost. That would be pretty good. Even if he has a Bonecrusher Giant to destroy Knight of the Ebon Legion when I'm tapped out and can't buff it, getting Spawn of Mayhem might be worth it, so I think we might do that. Let's see what he does. If I had a Bonecrusher in my hand, I would destroy Knight of the Ebon Legion at this point. I'm definitely happy that I have some removal in my hand, just for whatever he happens to play. I also have Embercleave for a rainy day. I don't think I can play... Oh, I can play Embercleave with Tournament Grounds red mana, because it's for equipment as well. That's good. Interesting, Flame Sweep. A Flame Sweep to destroy Knight of the Ebon Legion. Huh. Okay, he has another bounce card. That's fine. We could really use some more mana now, because then we could do Shock and then play the Spawn of Mayhem again for its spectacle cost. Without that, we're not going to be able to play Spawn of Mayhem again. Damn. No mana. So, I guess Knight of the Ebon Legion is the way to go. He's probably going to play one of his Brazen Borrowers to start attacking me. And yeah, I don't want to get Rotting Regisaur out yet, because... Oh, you know what? I probably should have. I'm always wanting to play this last because it makes me discard cards, but at the same time, he doesn't have any defenses right now, and so a 7/7 would force him to do something against it. So I'll probably do that next turn if I still can't play Spawn of Mayhem. Chemister's Insight, alright. Yeah, I think Rotting Regisaur should probably come out when it can. Thing is, though, he also... Knight of the Ebon Legion was also already revealed. Oh no, that was this one that was destroyed. Never mind. Chandra, that's no good. Is he going to destroy my Knight of the Ebon Legion, or is he just going to put a thing on me? Yeah, he's just putting a thing on me. Well, that's bad. That's dying immediately from Murderous Rider, without question. Let's see. Do I want to do a Shock to his face right now? No, I should probably keep Shock for like one of his 3/1 flyers. Yeah. Okay. God, where is all my mana? The fuck? Okay, so there's no doubt in my mind that Chandra's dying from Murderous Rider first thing, so we're just going to go ahead and attack his face with Knight of the Ebon Legion. There's really no choice. You cannot allow Chandra to continue putting those emblems on you, or you'll die very quickly. And we have a lifelinker that can potentially come out next turn. Not sure if I would want to do Murderous Rider or Spawn of Mayhem. Probably Spawn of Mayhem, because it'll put continuous pressure on him, and then I can do Murderous Rider later to sort of get back some life. Yeah, I definitely am going to need some more mana and more creatures in the field before I can do like an Embercleave play, but that would probably seal the deal if you can't react to it. But yeah, he's got so much mana right now. I'm stuck at 3. What is this? Oh, now he's got Wilderness Reclamation. Oh no. Even more mana advantage. Can I please get a land? Thank you. Okay. So let's see here. I think we're gonna... We can do Spawn of Mayhem for 3. And then we'll have 1 left for Knight of the Ebon Legion or Shock. It's probably going to be Knight of the Ebon Legion. We just want a bunch of creatures out. He already used a Flame Sweep, so that means the odds of him having another one immediately are lower. So yeah, let's attack with Knight of the Ebon Legion. See what he does. He has all this mana untapped too, so I do want to see if he reacts to my attack before I do anything else. Let's see what he does. Okay. Yeah, so I think I am going to do Knight of the Ebon Legion and then Spawn of Mayhem. I already know there's a pause because he has these flash creatures he can play. Doesn't necessarily mean he has a counter, although it's possible. I don't think this deck style has counters, but we'll see. Oh, it does, okay. Good to know. Well, Knight of the Ebon Legion should be... having 2 of them should be good enough for now. We're still going to be able to put pressure on him. And he still doesn't have any defenses yet. If he plays a Brazen Borrower, I'll probably just destroy it next turn with the Shock. Can I do Embercleave next turn? I can. Problem is... I want to make sure... I don't know, I'm a little bit hesitant on that because he does have 2 cards that I don't know about, and he's going to have all his mana untapped. It is good, though, that these guys can't block except flyers. But I do need to destroy them before they can do too much damage. Oh, wow, he tapped out. Oh, right. He tapped out because he has Wilderness Reclamation. Makes sense. He might use Chemister's Insight during my end step and discard a card. I don't know what he has, but... Oh yeah, I'm on a two-turn clock unless I can stop those Brazen Borrowers. Can I even finish the job with Embercleave? That's a good question. I can put out Fervent Champion, and he won't affect Embercleave's cost. I can do exactly Fervent Champion and Embercleave. That would do... That's still not much. That's not enough to kill him. Yeah, so I can't do Embercleave right now. It's not gonna do the job. So I think I need to probably destroy one of his Brazen Borrowers with a shock, so I need to reserve 1 mana for that. And then let's do a Rotting Regisaur. I think that's probably a good idea. Ooh, Murderous Rider would also help me catch up in terms of life. I think we'll do Murderous Rider first and then Rotting Regisaur, just because Rotting Regisaur is going to make us start discarding cards. So let's attack. See what he does. And I think we're going to do Shock during my end step in response to when he does Chemister's Insight or something. Because I think he's going to, and then I don't want him drawing a counter from Chemister's Insight, so I want to do it in response to that before that effect resolves. But for now, let's do Murderous Rider. Let's see if he counters it. He did counter it. Okay, well, at least we're drawing the counters out of his hand. And we still have plenty of cards to deal with these Brazen Borrowers, so... And now I'm not that worried about playing Shock, because even if he does use Chemister's Insight, he's only got 1 mana left to deal with my Shock. So we're going to destroy one of his Brazen Borrowers while we can. That should help us survive a bit longer. Yeah, so we're basically taking 4 damage per turn as things stand, because we've got... Oh wow, he had another counter. God, how many counters do you have? Yeah, so we're going to probably need to use Murderous Rider on one of his Brazen Borrowers in order to survive. And then play him as a creature the following turn if we can. Because, yeah, he's doing 7 damage now. The following turn he's going to do 4. We'll be at 1 life. Unless we draw other methods of removal. Man, this Wilderness Reclamation plus Chemister's Insight combo is kind of annoying. There's an opt. Yep. Just take all the cards. Take all the cards you want. I don't think we have any board wipes in this deck either. Pretty sure it's just single removal. Yeah. I mean, another Shock would be good. Another land? Okay. I did want land. Doesn't do any good at this moment, though. So we need to do... Oh, Murderous Rider's going to make us take 2 damage. We can't even use it. Is this game already over? God, how frustrating. I think it's over. We could attack with Knights of the Ebon Legion and Fervent Champion, but that's not going to kill him even if we play Embercleave. That's the only play I see, but it's not going to kill him. It's just going to do a bunch of damage. We can't do Murderous Rider because even if it kills one of these, we're going to take 2 damage. We'll be down to 3. His other Brazen Borrower will kill me. Not to mention the 1 damage I'm taking from Chandra's Emblem. So I think we're dead here. Yeah. Let's just do as much damage as we can, I guess. Man. How disappointing. Anticipate? You don't need to do anything else, my good sir. You've already won. Is this going to be another one of those episodes where I just get shut out immediately and have to redo the standard event? I hate those. Come on, hurry up. It's my turn. Oh, I forgot it buffs someone. So that'll actually give me 2 more damage from Embercleave, this buff. Assuming he doesn't bounce that knight or anything. Pretty sure I still can't kill him, though. This person's taking a little bit too long. Is he going to look at his hand and pull out an answer? Let's see. If he has a bounce card, I'll use it now on Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, looks like he does. Oh, it's a shock. Womp womp. Good game. That's unnecessary. We're done here. Yeah. Must be nice. You have an answer for everything, don't you? Yeah, 2 losses off the bat. Not great. Let's try again. At least I don't feel like I'm losing due to misplays this time. Necessarily. I mean, that last game, it might have been good if I'd put Rotting Regisaur out earlier. But, I mean, he had so much draw power, and once he had Wilderness Reclamation and Chemister's Insights going on, I don't think there's much I could have done anyway. He would have just kept bouncing it as he was doing. Okay, 3 mana, which I like to see. Knight of the Ebon Legion and Shock, Rankle, and Embercleave for later. Let's keep it. I am trying to be more careful about misplaying, since a lot of the people who watch these are quick to point out in the comments when I make mistakes. So I'm trying to do better on that. Lawrune Enforcer, is this a white weenie deck? Let's do Ember or Knight of the Ebon Legion. Next turn we'll probably shock that or whatever else is a threat. Following turn we'll probably just buff this guy and go for a big attack. Yeah, it's looking like a mono white. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Charmed Stray. Interesting. So I'm expecting to see a Luxodon, what's it called? Venerated Luxodon to buff all these tiny creatures. Probably next turn. Let's see. I mean, I could attack with him, and he could try and block with all his creatures to destroy it, but I could just shock one of them. Problem is, if he blocks with all of them, I won't be able to block. I won't be able to use shock to keep Knight of the Ebon Legion alive. But I guess it depends on how he does it. But I think Knight of the Ebon Legion is better as a blocker right now anyway, so let's just pass turn for now. Yeah, I think it's better to prevent 3 damage than to do 1 damage, potentially. If I were him, I would probably just block with the Lawrune Enforcer and maybe the Hunted Witness. Johnny's Pridemate. Well, that's definitely dying if he attacks with Charmed Stray. I don't want it gaining any +1/+1 counters. Yeah, he's going to tap my Knight of the Ebon Legion with Lawrune Enforcer. And then probably go for an unblocked attack with Charmed Stray. Oh, interesting. He hasn't done it. What? What does he have? Well, I'm going to block... Huh. Guess I'll block Charmed Stray, since I don't want him gaining life. We'll destroy Johnny's Pridemate in response to gaining life. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to do anything like buff him or something. Yeah. That works. Okay, so now we'll probably just buff Knight of the Ebon Legion and do a bunch of damage. Let's put out another Swamp. Ah! Well, actually that's fine, because I forgot about Spawn of Mayhem's Spectacle, so actually that's even better than buffing Knight of the Ebon Legion, so yeah. Not a misplay, I actually meant to do that. I definitely didn't forget to buff him before the attack went through. That was like a misplay that led me into the correct play. Pacifism, okay. That's fine, because he still does 1 damage to each of us each turn, which could backfire on me. We'll just have to wait and see. Probably going to do Rankle. Oh no, we can't do Embercleave just yet. He only has 1 card left, so I'm not that worried about him board wiping. He'll cripple himself if he does that. I think we're going to do Rankle, and maybe just sacrifice Spawn of Mayhem. I don't know if doing 1 damage to each player is benefiting us that much, since he has life gain, potentially. So we'll just sacrifice Spawn of Mayhem and make him lose a... Well, he'll just sacrifice Hunted Witness, though. Maybe I'll make him discard that card, since I have 2 lands. I can get rid of 1. Yeah, we're doing Rankle regardless, because he has haste, and he can put extra pressure on him. I think we're going to keep Knight of the Ebon Legion as a blocker for these 2. We'll just do damage with Rankle. And, let's see. Yeah, let's make him sacrifice a creature anyway. We're not using Spawn of Mayhem anyway, and I don't think we have enchantment removal in this deck. And discard a card. Let's get rid of a, I don't know, swamp. I mean mountain. I say swamp as I click on the mountain. Sacrifice Spawn of Mayhem. He's probably going to get rid of Hunted Witness. Oh, what is this effect going on? It's like strobe lighting the edges of the card. It shouldn't be that hard of a decision to decide which creature to sacrifice. Hunted Witness gives you a bonus when it dies. What's going on over there? Hello? Wow! He sacrificed the Law Rune Enforcer. I'm shocked. Why? Why did he do that? I'm baffled by that decision. Well, we're probably going to do Embercleave next turn. Ooh, yes. This is good. We can regain some cards. Can I do this and Embercleave? I don't think so, no. I need two reds for it regardless. I think we're just going to do Embercleave for now because this will benefit him a bit as well. So, for now, let's just do Embercleave. Oh my god, if we put Embercleave on Rankle, it can do its effect twice. Yo, oh my god. That could be really good depending on how we use it. Right now, we don't necessarily want to sacrifice any creatures or make him discard cards, but if he does start getting some advantage in that respect, then we can start doing that. Let's just do Embercleave. Let's put it on Rankle since he's got flying and he's got more power currently. We're not going to do any of these effects right now. We're good where we are. It's looking like it might be over, unless he has an answer for Rankle. And if he doesn't use that card, we're making him discard it. Kind of surprised he's not using Hunted Witness as a chump blocker. Let's go ahead and attack again. Main reason I'm attacking with Knight of the Ebon Legion is just in case he has an answer for Rankle, and he decides to block with Yoke Docks. I can just destroy it, so that even if I don't win here, I'll destroy one of his creatures. What's going on over there? He doesn't even seem to be looking at his hand. Oh, okay. Looks like it's over. Good game. Okay. Okay, so at least we didn't get shut out. That's nice. Let's go again. I feel like that matchup was a little bit unfair, I think. It looked like that was, how do I say this? Probably a non-optimal deck. Like maybe someone experimenting with a starter deck or something. Let's see. Fervent Champion, we can do that turn 1. Bone Crusher Giant, turn 2 and 3. Murderous Rider, Spawn of Mayhem. I like it. We're going to have to pay 2 life in the beginning, but that should be fine. A small price to pay for getting creatures out quick. Doing that aggro damage. Okay. So yeah, turn 2 we could do Bone Crusher to destroy something if we want. That's pretty much all we can do turn 2, as it stands. Breeding Pool, is this another Temur Adventures, or is it a Cynic Flash? Only time will tell. Let's attack at fast turn, so that he's not necessarily aware that we have an instant. We're going to put a break on his end step, just in case we feel like doing damage to his face. Alright, still not sure whether I should do Bone Crusher. You know what, I think I am going to do Bone Crusher, just because I want to play it as a creature next turn. So let's do that. We have Murderous Rider for creature removal if we need it. Alright, let's do another Castle Locthwain. There's no reason not to. We'll attack with our Fervent Champion again. We've got Murderous Rider on standby in case he plays a Flash Blocker. Looks like it's going through. Growth Spiral, alright. Seeing Growth Spiral makes me think it's September Adventures again. I feel like Growth Spiral and Temple of Mystery are a bit too slow for a Simic Flash. Okay, Bone Crusher it is. Good thing is, I don't think this color scheme has board wipes aside from maybe like Flame Sweep, but that won't take care of Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. I'm seeing 4 untapped blue and green, which is making me think potentially Night Pack. So I'm going to keep Murderous Rider on standby still, and just continue attacking with these guys until he does something that I need to respond to. There's Night Pack. Awesome. So we're in a really good position now to just destroy him with him being tapped out. Let me just make sure, yeah, I have not passed the turn. I don't want to miss the opportunity to destroy him. We definitely... This is like the main threat of this deck. Of this Simic Flash deck, so we need to destroy that as soon as we can. We're also keeping the pressure on him. Hopefully he doesn't have another one in his hand for a while. Oh, you know what we could do, though? We could play Murderous Rider as a creature, and if he counters it or destroys it, we could just use Order of Midnight to get it back into our hand and use its removal spell all over again. So that's potentially something we wanted to look into. Yeah, I think we're going to play Murderous Rider. We're going to play it first, so if he does counter it and taps out, we can just play Order of Midnight right then and there without being impugned. It's near certain that he has a counter in his hand. Frilled Mystic, okay. Excellent. So now he's tapped out. We can put Murderous Rider right back in our hand now. Yeah. We definitely want to keep that for when Night Pack Ambusher comes back out. Am I willing to sacrifice Bone Crusher to destroy Frilled Mystic? That's a good question. He's already gotten his value out of this card for the most part, because the value from this comes from its countering. Bone Crusher, I think, is more valuable as a creature than this, so I think I might hold off, and if I get a shock, I can just remove this and then attack with Bone Crusher again. So we're going to hold off attacking for now. If he has a Night Pack, he'll probably play it on my turn, in which case I'll just do Murderous Rider again. Thing is, he knows I have Murderous Rider, so that's obviously an issue. But we can play Order of Midnight and still have enough mana for Murderous Rider. So let's do that. He can attack by the sky. I don't think he has any flying defenders or anything, so you might want to counter this if he can. Oh, interesting. Okay, he let it through. We're going to keep Murderous Rider available in case he does have another Night Pack. We do not want to let him build up wolves with Night Pack. That's a great way to get overwhelmed. So let's see what he does. I mean, he's probably not going to do Night Pack. He sees that I have a Murderous Rider and enough mana to cast it, so he'd be kind of foolish to play Night Pack at this point, but he might bait my Murderous Rider. Oh, I guess he's looking for counters as well. That's fine. Just having Murderous Rider here with enough mana to cast it is a good deterrent for him playing Night Pack, and then we just wear him down with Order of Midnight. If we can draw another land, we could have enough mana for Murderous Rider and one of these creatures. And actually, we'll have enough mana for Spawn of Mayhem because of its spectacle cost if we attack with Order of Midnight. So I think that's probably the current plan, even if we don't draw a land. Let's see what he does. Alright, cool. Another land, fantastic. So we could do Rankle here and make him sacrifice Frilled Mystic or bait a counter. I think that might be what we want to do, to use the most of our mana, and then we still have 3 mana untapped for Night Pack Ambusher. I like that idea. Let's do it. Yep, if he has a counter, he's probably going to use it. But that's just one more counter he's not using to counter Murderous Rider when I destroy his Night Pack Ambusher. Alright. He returned it to my hand. Alright. Okay, so the fact that he has a Brazen Borrower, Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna block Order of Midnight with that, or if he's just gonna attack with it. Well, we're definitely attacking with Order of Midnight. Because it can't block, it's useless as a blocker, so... Destroying his Brazen Borrower, that's fine with me. We're gonna end this turn there and keep our Murderous Rider available, and we'll just do the same thing next turn. Since he bounced Rankle, we can just play him again next turn. The fact that he bounced it makes me think he does not have a counter at the moment, because he would have bounced it and then... Well, that's not true, because I didn't have enough mana to play it again. So he could have a counter. He could play the counter when I played again. But no. What am I thinking? He would have countered it right off the bat if he had a counter. The fact that he bounced it does pretty much point to the fact that he didn't have a counter at least last turn. Who knows what he'd draw. Yep. I feel like he probably has a Nightpack Ambusher, but maybe he doesn't have enough mana to counter it as well. Oh. That's probably going to need to die as well. So that's probably as much of a threat as Nightpack Ambusher would have been, because it's also creating 3/3. It's also creating creatures every turn, so we need to destroy that. Damn. Yeah. That's not good. We need to destroy that.
The land fights for
The good thing is we can destroy this 3/3 with Rankle out. And especially since he's tapped out now, we can play Rankle and get his ability with impunity. We're probably just going to have to take the damage from his creatures for now. Yeah, we'll let that go through. We're going to attack with Rankle. We'll probably attack with Bone Crusher too, because I'm fine with trading Bone Crusher for a Breeding Pool. And then, if he does lose Breeding Pool, then the only creature he has left to sacrifice is Frilled Mystic, which is fine, because I'll just lose Fervent Champion. So, out comes Rankle. Don't have to worry about him getting countered, I don't think. And we'll probably do Spawn of Mayhem, actually, since we'll have 3 mana for his Spectacle. So let's attack. Oh, I forgot he has 2 mana available with Breeding Pool and Temple of Mystery. Wow, that was an oversight. He could have countered Rankle, potentially. Guess I got lucky there. Okay, so let's sacrifice creature, and let's... do we want to discard a card? I might. No, I think I'm at the card disadvantage right now. He has 3, I have 2. So let's just sacrifice creatures for now. We'll trade Fervent Champion for Frilled Mystic. And then, he's only got 1 mana now that his land's dead, so I think we're going to do Spawn of Mayhem. Because that's going to do damage to him, even if we can't get the attack through. And it's a flyer. I don't think he has many flying defenses. So, yeah, and there's the concede. Wow. Good game. I think the MVP for me of that match was Murderous Rider comboing with, what was that card called? Midnight Order or something? Alright, let's go again. Yeah, the fact that I was able to remove his Nightpack right off the bat with him tapped out, and then retrieve that Murderous Rider removal, again, for Nissa, I think that was crucial. Because if he had been allowed to just continually build up creatures, I would have gotten overwhelmed very quickly. What do we have here? 3 land, which I like to see. Riding Regisar, Stormfist Crusader, Order of Midnight. I like it. Let's keep it. I need to not be too afraid of playing Riding Regisar quick, because the thing I always see when I see Riding Regisar is the making me discard cards. But the thing I need to remember is the fact that it's a fucking 7/6, and it can very quickly cripple the opponent if they don't have an answer for it. So yeah, I'm thinking Mountain first turn with the shock available. Turn 2, probably Stormfist Crusader. Turn 3, Riding Regisar. And then we've got the Order of Midnight to bring back Riding Regisar in case they destroy it. Hello? What's going on? I'm gonna click on your Flame Kitten while I wait. That hissed at me. Hello? So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if you notice a difference with the graphical fidelity or the resolution of the performance or anything, because Definitely feels way smoother on my end. I'm not sure how much of that is noticeable when you're watching the video, but yeah, it's pretty nice with this new computer. Is this person AFK? That would be kind of unfortunate. I mean, I would take the win. I've been struggling for wins lately for these standard events, but it's just kind of boring. Hello? And I think we actually have to go through one round of turns before they actually get automatically conceded. I don't think it makes you concede from the starting hand. So we'll just have to go through our turn quickly. Alright. Shock. Available. We're not playing Shock, but having Shock available. Yeah, this person might be AFK or disconnected or something. I don't see any activity on their hand with card highlighting or anything, so... Could be an easy, albeit boring, win. Kind of surprised that this this background for this arena doesn't have any of those like interactable things. So many of those backgrounds do, where you can click on things and they like light up and do animations and stuff. This one just seems to have the basic little puff of smoke when you click. Yeah, I feel like maybe their game crashed or something. It'd be nice if this game kind of let you know when your opponent was actually there, or when like their connection was no longer detected. So you could tell if someone was just like, if their game crashed, or if someone was actually just intentionally running down the clock. All right, well, free win. I'm not gonna turn that down. Let's go again. Oh, we got a pack. Yeah, free win is definitely welcome, especially when I just lose 2 games right off the bat. So. Alright. Hopefully this person is here. Knight of the Ebon Legion, Shock, Murderous Rider, Spawn of Mayhem. Yeah. We've got one of each kind of color we need. Sounds good to me. Full wrist. Yeah, Knight of the Ebon Legion. We've got Order of Midnight to bring something back if we need. Pelt Collector, that's dying from Shock, I'll tell you that. So this is looking like potentially a Gruul aggro deck. I can't use Shock from Tournament Grounds. I'd have to pay 2 life with Blood Crypt. I think it's worth it, honestly. Let's go ahead and attack first. Get that damage in. And we'll pay 2 life and fast turn. We'll probably do Shock in response to him playing a creature and trying to buff Pelt Collector. Oh, you know what? Do I want to destroy Growth Chamber Guardian instead? That's a question. Because this will allow him to get draw power. Even though Pelt Collector's going to be... No, I think we need to destroy Pelt Collector, because he's doing damage this turn, and he's going to be continually buffed by every creature he plays. So I think we need to put a stop to that right now, while we can. We can always use Murderous Rider next turn on Growth Chamber Guardian, if he tries to buff it. Yeah, I think that's the current plan. Let's see, Tournament Grounds probably... Actually, you know what? I might want to do Stormfist Crusader. Just so that I'm continually drawing cards. I mean, he will too, but I think that's probably going to benefit me more than him. Actually, I can't really tell, because we're both aggro decks. It might benefit both of us. It's a tough choice. I think I'm going to go for it. We're going to attack with him first. Just in case he forgets I have that buff ability, but I doubt he will. And then, yeah. We'll get out Stormfist Crusader. And that'll also help us draw lands for the rest of our stuff as well. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have done Spawn of Mayhem. I think that was probably the better choice, to get out Spawn of Mayhem before Stormfist Crusader. I keep forgetting about its Spectacle ability. Yeah. That would have been better. Okay. Lesson learned. Perhaps too late, because I only have 1 loss left. I'm glad to see he doesn't have 2 forests, because that means he's not going to play a Questing Beast. Questing Beast I don't like to see. Spellbreaker, okay. He's playing it with a counter, interesting. So we could just destroy that with Murderous Rider, with him getting no value out of it. We got an Embercleave. Holy shit, is that Spectacle sound really loud, or is it just me? I need to turn the volume down on this game. So... Stormfist Crusader does damage every turn, so we actually get the Spawn of Mayhem Spectacle thing right away. I think we might do Embercleave here. No. We're going to destroy Spellbreaker first, I think. Because even Embercleave wouldn't keep our creatures from dying. But hang on. If we attack with Stormfist Crusader and Knight of the Ebon Legion, he would probably block Stormfist Crusader with both these guys. And then I can kill both of them if I play Embercleave on Stormfist Crusader. So actually, let's try that. If he blocks Knight of the Ebon Legion, then we can buff it and give it Death Touch, so he's not going to do that. So he's probably going to block both Stormfist Crusader, and then we can do Embercleave. Because it's got Menace, it'll force him to block with both. Only problem is if he has a Shock to do in response to my Embercleave. So let's just see. Nope, there was no pause, he does not have an instant. Both his creatures are dead. I also lose Stormfist Crusader. That's fine. That means he's also not getting any cards from Stormfist Crusader. He's got another Forest out, so that means he could potentially have a Questing Beast played at some point. I think we're going to do Spawn of Mayhem. Oh, Harpooner. I'm glad to see he played that before I got my Spawn of Mayhem out. He would have destroyed Spawn of Mayhem with Kraul Harpooner. Okay, so we're probably going to attack with Knight of the Ebon Legion first. He's not going to block because I can destroy whatever he blocks. And then once we have 1 damage in, we can do Spawn of Mayhem for its Spectacle cost. And then we have... Oh, you know what? We could... we could also attach Embercleave to Knight of the Ebon Legion if he blocks with, like, Kraul Harpooner. Oh no, that's silly. We could just buff him. Yeah, so let's do Spawn of Mayhem. And we'll have... We could also use Order of Midnight on something. Let's just attack for now. I know we're doing that much. We'll figure out the rest later. He is blocking, wow. Well, they're both dead because this guy gets Death Touch. So, that's totally fine. And you know what? We could use Order of Midnight on Knight of the Ebon Legion. Is that worth it, though? I think we might want to keep Order of Midnight for one of these better creatures. It's a tough choice. I kind of want Stormfist Crusader back, too. Because we can just continually get more cards. I think we're going to use Order of Midnight, just so we're playing something still and making use of our mana. We're going to take back, I think, Stormfist Crusader. Whether we play Stormfist Crusader right away or not remains to be seen, but I like to have the option of being able to recover cards. Growth Chamber, it's not good. Don't prevent him from getting cards. And he's getting 4/4s as well. Let's see. Might be good to play our Order of Midnight, Stormfist Crusader as well. I think I want to keep 3 mana untapped to destroy his next Growth Chamber so he doesn't just continually make them. That might be an option. Then I'd only have 2 mana. I think we're going to do Order of Midnight. No, Stormfist Crusader. And then we'll keep 3 mana untapped for Murderous Rider to destroy his next Growth Chamber Guardian. I think that's the way to go. And we can tolerate taking 4 damage from this guy for now. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Because most likely, if he keeps drawing lands, he'll probably just keep playing Growth Chambers until he runs out of them. Does he have any in the graveyard? He has 1 in the graveyard, so there's only 1 more Growth Chamber for him to find. Yeah, we'll take this for now. I need to remember that he also may have an Embercleave in his hand. Or, not in his hand, but in his deck somewhere. Yeah, so let's see if he does the ability. If he does, we'll destroy it with Murderous Rider. Yeah, there it is. Nope. Let's cut that off right now. Yeah. Stormfist, okay. Okay, we've got a lot of options now. I think we might do Spawn of Mayhem, and then potentially another Stormfist. Yeah, because then if we have 2 Storm Fists and we have Spawn of Mayhem, we can attach Embercleave to one of those and probably just kill him next turn. We're attacking with... Oh, you know what? How much does Embercleave? Embercleave only costs 3 to activate. I could just attach it to him and do 6 damage right now. But I really want to do Spawn of Mayhem. We can attach Embercleave to Spawn of Mayhem next turn and probably kill him, unless he has a Crawl Harpooner. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. And I think... Yeah, we'll do another Stormfist, just so that we have a bunch of menace creatures out there. And they're both doing 1 damage each turn to him. So, Spawn of Mayhem should kill him next turn if he doesn't have an answer for it, once we attach Embercleave. Each of these creatures are doing 1 damage per turn to him. Downright Ambush. Very nice. So he was able to get his last Earth Chamber Guardian, and he killed my Spawn of Mayhem. That was a pretty good combo. We're going to have to block that if he attacks with it, because it's getting too big. Yep. Oh my god, he's got Embercleave. I think we're dead. Damn it. He had exactly enough that my blocker didn't matter. Oh, man. GG. Well played. Well, you know what? We're going to go again. We're going to do another standard event. That was not... I know we got to 3 wins. One of those wins was just AFK. And... yeah, I'm just not satisfied. I think what I'm going to do is, whenever I do these standard events, I want to make sure I complete at least one of my gold quests before I stop. So if we don't finish that, then we'll just do another standard event. So let's give this another shot. See if we can do better. So I'm going to count that last one as 2 wins, since one of them was AFK. Let's just see if we can do better than 2 wins. I think now at this point I'm more used to the deck. There should be fewer misplays. I have a better idea of what to do. Okay. I gotta say, this episode I've been doing pretty good on getting the amount of lands I want in my starting hands. It's been pretty much a consistent 3. I like this hand. We got Shock, Stormfist Crusader, Rankle for later. Mountain A. Oh, let's do a mountain of our own. Pass the turn. That's dying. That's dying for sure. No runaway Steamkin combos around here. We're gonna do Stormfist Crusader. Yeah, let's do a Swamp. This might also bait a removal, which I'd be happy with if he did use a Shock or something on this. Oh, a Cavalcade, alright. Interesting. Embercleave, very nice. So, we're probably going to do... We can't use Order of Midnight sorcery ability, that is, because we don't have any creatures in our graveyard. Let's just attack first and see if that changes. Yeah, no, he's not destroying this. So, we'll probably do Order of Midnight the creature to get extra pressure on him. We'll do Blood Crypt tapped. Sounds good to me. No reason to pay life if we don't have to. And then next turn we'll have enough mana for Embercleave to really start doing some damage to him. Scampering Scorcher, oh wow. Yeah, so his damage output is pretty high now. He's doing 6 damage per turn. Yeah. I'm kind of curious if Embercleave is going to even that out and make us do more damage. So let's see. If I did Embercleave, one of these would be doing 6 damage, one of them would be doing 2. That's only 8. That is enough to kill him if he doesn't have any answers. I mean, he's tapped out right now. It's all about whether I think I'll be killed next turn. He would need another Scampering Scorcher, I think, in order to kill me. Or a Torbrand. A Torbrand would also do it. Torbrand's definitely possible, but I don't have any removal for him, so if he does do Torbrand, there's not much I can do anyway. I think we're going to go for... We're going to hold off on Embercleave and use that as a finisher. If we can't kill him this turn, we're not going to use it, so I think we're going to do Spawn of Mayhem. Or Rankle. We could do Rankle and make him sacrifice creature. Let's do Tournament Grounds first of all. I think Rankle, just because he has haste. So we'll do Rankle first of all. And then next turn, I think he's close enough to dead that... do I want to make him sacrifice a creature? I think I do. Because he's doing 2 damage, I'm doing 2 damage. I've already got the damage out from my Order of Midnight. And we can discard a card as well, since we have lands we can get rid of. Tournament Grounds. We already have one. Castle Lochflame can be of use later. Let's get rid of Order of Midnight. And then, yeah, if he doesn't have an answer for these guys, then Embercleave should seal the deal if he doesn't kill us this turn. And I think the fact that we killed one of his creatures... Okay, nice. So he doesn't have an answer for that. And he exiled it, so we can't get it back with Order of Midnight. Legion Warboss, very nice. Okay, so we're in trouble now. Yeah, this could be an issue. I think Fervent Champion is needed. He's going to kill us next turn for sure, unless we win now. So, what can we do? We don't have enough mana to bring back... Oh, that's right. Rankle was exiled, so we can't even bring him back. Spawn of Mayhem's not going to help here. Stormfist Crusader can do 6 damage if we play Embercleave. But we need to use all our mana for that. Actually, we can do 7 if we play Fervent Champion, and also he doesn't block anyone. He can't block Stormfist Crusader, so I know that at least. Fervent Champion he'll probably block because Legion Warboss, but then we can put Embercleave on Fervent Champion. We'll still be dead, even if he blocks with Fervent Champion. If he blocks my Fervent Champion, then we won't do enough damage to him. I think we're dead here. So, we can take 1, 2, 3. We'll take 4 damage next turn. Yeah, we're dead, I think. There's nothing we can do. No matter how I slice it. So, let's just do what we can, I guess. If he decides not to block, I think we're still dead, but... Oh, shit, I forgot he buffs this guy. So if he doesn't block Stormfist, he can't block Stormfist. So actually, we win. Holy shit, I forgot about Fervent Champion's ability, and that just won us the game. Because now we're doing enough damage with Embercleave to do exactly 8. Wow. I'm glad I didn't just concede there. I'm glad that I actually saw it through. Fervent Champion to the rescue with that +1/+0 buff to a knight just when I needed it. Good game. Man. And just when I said that I had a better idea of how this deck works and am going to be less likely to make misplays. Yeah, that was exactly what I needed. Exactly 8 damage on a menace creature that could not be blocked at the time. Yeah, that was a close one. Alright, so now we only have 2 mana, but we have a lot of cheap creatures. We have Bone Crusher for removal, Order of Midnight for recovering creatures, Knight of the Ebon Legion turn 1. I think we'll keep it. I have had a couple games where I was having difficulty drawing mana, but we seem to have a pretty good amount of stuff to do, even with just 2 mana for now. Temple of Epiphany. Okay, we've got another land. Temple of Epiphany makes me think maybe a Jeskai Fires deck. We'll have to see. If that's the case, we probably want to get Riding Regisaur out as fast as possible. Oh, okay. It's Temur. Temur what? Temur Elementals? Huh. Do I want to destroy the Scorch Spitter? I'm not sure if that's worth it, but it is nice to have Bone Crusher available as a creature next turn. I mean, it's available as a creature now, but I don't want to waste the ability. Let's just attack. Actually, do I want to attack? Maybe I'll block, because he's only going to do 1 damage. His guy will do 2 if he attacks. But I'm going to use Bone Crusher to destroy it, so we'll attack. Yeah, I think we are going to use Bone Crusher to destroy that Scorch Spitter. And we'll wait until his combat to do that. Cloudkin Seer, yeah, I think this is an elemental deck. Cool. He draws a card. Now, do I want to destroy Cloudkin Seer or Scorch Spitter? Probably Cloudkin Seer. Because even though he already drew a card from it, it's a 2-1 with flying, as opposed to this guy who does 2 damage, but can be blocked by my Knight of the Ebon Legion. So we're going to let Scorch Spitter go through, and we'll destroy Cloudkin Seer. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Rotting Regisaur, I'm very tempted to play. But we could also do Bone Crusher. I'm thinking Riding Regisaur for the reason of... Actually, no. We're going to do Bone Crusher. And then next turn we'll probably do Riding Regisaur. Reason being, Bone Crusher's already revealed. No, I've changed my mind. We're doing Riding Regisaur. Because I don't think this deck style has a lot of answers for huge creatures. So this is going to put a ton of pressure on him right away. And if we can get him to use like 2 removal cards on 1 creature, that's great value for us. So let's just see how he deals with this. It's also great if we're destroying one of his creatures as a chump blocker every turn. He might have bounce. He could have bounce spells since he has blue, but that's fine because then we're not discarding a card during our upkeep. Interesting. Lava Coiled the Knight of the Ebon Legion. All right. Let's get rid of Rotting Regisaur. We don't need another one right away. We'll do Bone Crusher now, probably. Attack. Actually, it might have been a mistake to discard Rotting Regisaur. I might have wanted to play a second one just there. But Bone Crusher is also a pretty good creature, so he's definitely on the ropes, since I haven't seen an answer yet for Rotting Regisaur or Bone Crusher. And we've got these guys in case he does manage to destroy them.
I think I'm a decent enough pyromancer.
Alright.
It's elemental, dear. What's your name?
I think you just lost by attacking, because now you're totally open to attack, and you're going to take 11 damage. Yeah, pretty sure that's game. I think maybe he thought that I was going to block with Bone Crusher Giant for some reason. Good game. Yeah, I think I need to turn down the volume on Magic, because that spectacle effect in particular is just like blowing out my eardrums every time I hear it. What is this card I got? Creeping Chill, cool. Okay, let me just adjust that real quick. Audio, what the? It's already at half? Let's try this. Alright, let's continue. Something I like about this deck so far, in contrast with the last episode, is just that the options you have are fairly straightforward. It's usually just like which big creature or quick creature or Embercleave do you want to play. It's not like you have a million options from all these adventure cards that have multiple abilities. Knight of the Ebon Legion, Fervent Champion, Order of Midnight. I'm not crazy about the fact that I have to pay 2 life if I want to do turn 1 Fervent Champion. But I think this is a good enough hand to keep. I think we probably want to do Knight of the Ebon Legion just in case we draw a mountain next turn. Then we can do Fervent Champion without paying 2 life. So let's do that. Did I say hello already? Not sure. Hello. Another Fervent Champion, alright. So we're probably going to pay 2 life now and get him out so we can buff Knight of the Ebon Legion. Start getting in that early damage. We don't know what we're up against yet because we have only seen this Fabled Passage. We are kind of missing some of the bigger spells, which we're going to need to get at some point. I don't think we're going to win just based on these 1/1s. Let's see, we're going to do another Fervent Champion. Are we going to pay 2 life to get a second one out, though? That's the question. I think we are, because they're going to be doing basically 2 damage each, because they're buffing other creatures, so it's kind of worth it at this point. Let's do it. I don't think blue-red has many board wipes. I know they might have flame sweep, but I feel like that's kind of a long shot. Let's see. Let's just buff all of the Fervent Champions. Who is this one buffing? You can buff... Wait. I need to make sure that they all buff the right person. So he's buffing him. This one is buffing him. And then this one's buffing him. I think that works out. Yeah, I want to keep it. I want to keep the damage evenly distributed in case he decides to have a do a shock or something. Okay, so we destroyed Knight of the Ebon Legion. That's fine because we're still doing 6 damage. I think that's pretty good. Problem is we're about to run out of steam. Good thing is we have Order of Midnight, so we could return Knight of the Ebon Legion to our hand, and then play Order of Midnight the Flyer. For now, I think we're going to attack. Since we don't have any other haste options, there's no reason not to wait until after combat. So let's go ahead and attack. You buff you. Let's see. You buff you. And you buff... I think I might have fucked this up already. Yeah, I think I did. Alright, one of these is going to be a 3-1. So he'll be susceptible to the shock. Oh, we had Flame Sweep. Oh my god. Well, rip. Let's go ahead and get back. I think we probably want Knight of the Ebon Legion more than the Fervent Champions. Because he has that buff ability, which can be really good once we get more mana. And I think for now we're going to just play Order of Midnight to still have a 2/2 flyer. Then next turn we can play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Let's attack. So good to know that he does have Flame Sweeps. But how many more does he have? That's what I wonder. We're going to do Knight of the Ebon Legion. I think we're just going to keep mana available for his buff. Oh, he's countering it. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're just going to return him to our hand with this other Order of Midnight and then play him again. Let's get that back. We might hold off on playing him now, though, because I want to be able to buff him if he decides to use another Flame Sweep or something. So I think for now we'll just play another Order of Midnight. I think that's the way to go. Now we have 2/2 flyers. If he has another Flame Sweep, we can still, I think, survive with Knight of the Ebon Legion. Let's attack. Looks like he's not getting the mana he wants, though. Interesting. I think if he had a Flame Sweep, he would have used it there. So I think we might be okay. And I'm pretty sure we can play Knight of the Ebon Legion now because we have enough mana to buff him if he decides to try and remove it. Okay, he had another counter. That's fine. He's still in the danger zone when it comes to health, so if he doesn't find an answer for both these Order of Midnights, he's going to be in trouble. Problem is, we're out of cards now, so if he does find an answer, we need to find a follow-up pretty quickly. Scry 2. One on top, one on bottom. That doesn't bode well that he kept one on top. Makes me think he found something he needs. Another Knight of the Ebon Legion. Alright, let's attack. We'll play him after combat. Okay, there's a shock. And another shock. Another shock, okay. Well, Knight of the Ebon Legion's coming out now, and he's not going to be countered. And he's going to be difficult to deal with because we can buff him now with our mana. We actually have enough to buff him twice, so he's dead unless he finds an answer for Knight of the Ebon Legion. Our set. I think you might have just lost. Because now he doesn't have enough mana to do anything against Knight of the Ebon Legion. Scorching Dragonfire, that's not going to help unless you have another land. And I don't think it'll even help then, because I can just buff him to survive. I think that's game. Yeah, he's probably going to play it. Yeah, Fae of Wishes isn't going to help either. Oh, it's a blocker. That will help. Okay. Alright, so you'll survive for at least one more turn. That's fine. Oh, let's get rid of that Fae of Wishes immediately. We have enough to buff him once to destroy Fae of Wishes, and then buff him again in case he decides to remove Knight of the Ebon Legion. So we're still looking good. Question now is, can he find... Okay, I land. I'm glad to see that. Question now is, can he find something with Narset that will counter? No, I think he's done. I think he's done for. Draw 2 cards, yeah. He's only got enough mana for one removal, really, against Knight of the Ebon Legion, so I think I'm safe now. He found another Fae of Wishes to block. Wow. Well, he's going to survive another turn, looks like. So, let's go ahead and attack. Narset doesn't matter now, because she doesn't have any more 2 loyalty counters to use her ability to buff this. And, you know what? Maybe we should use Shock now while he's tapped out and can't use Sinister Sabotage. That might be the way to go. I think we'll do that. And then he's down to 1 life. He can't even play any tap lands if he finds something. And we've still got 3 mana available for Knight of the Ebon Legion's buff. So yeah, now I need to... Okay, I was going to say I need to buff him now in response, and yeah, that's game. GG. That was a very delicate balance of trying not to run out of steam and still keeping the pressure on the opponent, and I think it just happened to work out that we found another Knight of the Ebon Legion when we needed it. God, what a stark contrast from the first attempt. This always seems to happen. Like, the first attempt at a standard event, recently, I've just been getting, like, shut out or just losing a bunch right off the bat. This time, I'm no losses and 3 wins. I don't know what's going on. It really makes me wonder whether the matchmaker, like, takes into account your recent win history and adjusts, like, your opponents according to how often you've been winning recently or losing. Because it's uncanny. It just keeps happening. It makes me doubt that it's coincidence. I like this hand. We'll do Fervent Champion turn 1, Stormfist Crusader or Bone Crusher as a removal turn 2. Let's keep it. Problem is when we need red mana for something that's other than a knight or an equipment. So hopefully we can draw a mountain. Because I don't think... Yeah, we can't do Bone Crusher with Torment Grounds, so Bone Crusher is not currently an option, although we can do Stormfist Crusader. We're also going to need 2... Yeah, another Bone Crusher. That doesn't really help. So we're going to do Stormfist Crusader. Let's go ahead and attack first. And Stormfist Crusader should help me find another mountain. Because, yeah, we're going to need another mountain for all of the rest of the spells we have in our hand. Spawn of Mayhem. That's probably coming out this turn. I think we're doing Spawn of Mayhem. And let's see what he does against these creatures. Is he going to remove Stormfist Crusader? Maybe a shock? No? Alright, cool. Let's do Spawn of Mayhem. He could have a counter for it, but that's fine. We're still doing pretty good damage each turn with what we have. Also, same as before, with this color scheme, I'm not that worried about him having a board wipe. Flame Sweep is not that common, so... Definitely glad to see that Spawn of Mayhem made it on the field. If he has a bounce spell, he'll probably bounce it if he can find a counter to get rid of Spawn of Mayhem. Otherwise, a Lava Coil would probably take care of it, but pretty soon, Spawn of Mayhem is going to start buffing himself when life totals go down to less than 10. Oh, it's when I have less than 10, so maybe that won't be so soon. Rotting Regisar, cool. I like that. I think we might do that. Let's attack first. We're not going to attack with Fervent Champion, I don't think. Actually, we are. And here's why. Because if he plays a spell to buff his Brownborn Cutthroat so it can block Fervent Champion without dying, that's less mana he has available for countering Rotting Regisar. So we're going to go for that. That's the current plan. Attack with everyone. Hopefully he'll buff his Brownborn Cutthroat and try and block Fervent Champion. And if he does, then we can play Rotting Regisar without worrying too much about getting countered. Brazen Borrower, alright. So he did bounce my Spawn of Mayhem. So now I have a quandary. I can either play Rotting Regisar or Spawn of Mayhem. Spectral Sailor. Okay. So he could block Stormfist Crusader, but then he'd lose his Brownborn Cutthroat. I doubt he's going to do that. I wonder if he was just checking my mana to see if I have enough for a Embercleave. Okay, so I could either do Rotting Regisar or Spawn of Mayhem. I think I'm going to do Spawn of Mayhem, because Spawn of Mayhem is going to do 1 damage to him every turn regardless of what he does. And plus, it's already revealed information, so he doesn't yet know that I have a Rotting Regisar. Plus it's got trample, plus it's got flying. It's just a great card, let's be honest. He's going to need to do another bounce on it if he wants to get rid of it, I think. He can just chump block it with Spectral Sailor and Brazen Borrower, but like I said, it has trample, so some of that damage is going through anyway. Yeah, it'd really be nice if we could draw another mountain. Then we could start playing our Bone Crushers, our Fervent Champion. Well, we have enough for Fervent Champion. We could play our Bone Crushers and Embercleave. Gadwick. Hope he doesn't have a 1-cost blue spell, because then he could just tap creatures and prevent them from attacking. He probably does. He's probably got like an Opt or something. I think if he... Yeah. Because otherwise he wouldn't have played Gadwick with 0 for X. He's got to have like an Opt for tapping my Spawn of Mayhem. Yeah. Called it. But like I said, it's fine because he's passively dealing 1 damage to him per turn, whether he attacks or not. So actually, as long as I might even be able to just play defensively at this point and just make sure I don't take much damage from him. And just let Spawn of Mayhem kill him. Man, nope, I have 3 Bone Crushers and an Embercleave and no mountains. God, another Embercleave. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. We're going to do Rotting Regisaur now. Because that's the creature... That's a creature he's not going to be able to handle unless he blocks with Brineborn Cutthroat, and I kind of want to get rid of him. And also, we have way more cards than we need, so it's not that big a deal if we discard a card every turn. We're not going to attack with Stormfist for now. Oh, I forgot that Stormfist is also passively doing damage, so this guy's basically on a turn 3 clock, unless he can take care of some of these threats. Yeah, now Rotting Regisaur. It's another threat he's going to have to deal with. And he doesn't have many means of dealing damage to me right now, just because I have Rotting Regisaur as a blocker, and he needs to keep his creatures available for blocking. He does have a lot of options, with 6 cards in his hand and some pretty good amount of mana. I am at a mana disadvantage right now, but we're looking pretty close to killing him unless he can deal with those passive damage deals. Interesting, he's going for an attack. To me, that says that he has another answer for Spawn of Mayhem. I mean, he's probably just going to tap it again with a Brazen Borrower during my turn or something. But it's fine. Like I said, we're still doing passive damage. Another Brineborn Cutthroat, yeah. Yeah, it might be a good idea to start playing defensively and just let the passive damage kill him. And just make sure that none of his attacks get through to put me at a critical health level. Yeah, I really like a mountain at some point. Discard a card. What do I want to get rid of? Probably... I don't need 2 Embercleaves. I don't really even need 1 right now, honestly. Without a mountain, it's not going to be that useful. Alright, another mana. It's not a mountain, but it's something to help me get more stuff out. Actually, the only things we can get out are Fervent Champion and Order of Midnight, I think. Yeah, so he's just preventing me from attacking. I need to get out multiple... I think I'm just going to play Fervent Champion, and can I return... Oh, I can get another Fervent Champion from my graveyard. That might be what I'll do. Because I can't do Embercleave or Bone Crusher at the moment because of my mana situation. But I could play Fervent Champion as a chump blocker. Oh my god. It's not a red that I can use for Bone Crusher, though. Damn you. Yeah, so I could use it for another Fervent Champion, though. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do Fervent Champion, Order of Midnight to return this other Fervent Champion to our hand, and then a second Fervent Champion. So we'll have as many chump blockers as we can. Let's do that. Because, yeah, they're basically just going to be blocking these huge Brineborn Cutthroats and preventing him from killing us. Hopefully. Whoa, no. The game was trying to automatically tap Tournament Grounds. I want this tapped so that I have a red mana available. Nearly a misplay. Now we could counter this to prevent that Fervent Champion from coming out. No? Alright. So we only need to survive like 1 or 2 more turns for his health to be taken out by these passive damage deals. Problem is he's basically going to be tapping my creatures. Oh, there's Bone Crusher, alright. Yeah, so definitely glad I have some chump blockers. If he has blue spells that he can use to tap my Fervent Champions, though, I think he might get through and kill me. He has enough damage to do... Oh, there's an Opt. Yeah, he's got... I think this is game, actually. He can tap one with Opt, he can tap another with Brazen Borrower. And even though he's not buffing his Primarch Cutthroats anymore, he's still going to do 12 damage at least. Damn it. Yeah, I think my mana situation screwed me there. I had all these Bone Crusher Giants and Embercleave and just could not do anything with them because I couldn't find a mountain. What a shame. It'd be great if he misplayed and activated Spectral Sailor's ability instead of playing a blue spell. Also looks like Gadwick sort of came to the rescue for him. Like Gadwick took care of all my threats. What's going on? This should be pretty straightforward. You just need to play Brazen Borrower and then you win. Just do it. Hurry up. Do it. Just do it. I can see that you have it. You can see that you have it. What the? Network error? What? No. What the hell? Was that my internet? It must have been. Well, I think we lost that one regardless. What is happening? Please check your connection and try again. Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with this, I guess, and figure out what's going on. We'll be right back.